What parts of the male body turn women on? No, not the eyes, not the chin, not the purse. Science has finally mapped it for you. What to improve if you want to leave a lasting erogenous impression in the female world. I present you the erogenous map of the male body, seen by women. If you think you've seen it all, this may surprise you. Women like to stare at your pecs. In fact, on the heat map of the male body, south is cold as the Arctic. It's in the north where the fire of desire burns quietly. And quiet it is, because women observe, they never stare. And that's why you, my friend, have no idea you're being sized up. Because you don't notice. Yes, you need to size up, but not in the south, in the north. In this video, I'll tell you what to do and how, based on science. I'm Dr. Stefan Buntrock, board-certified urologist and specialist in sexual health. So let's recap that study for a second. The researchers asked online, men and women, 613 participants of these 407 women. Their mean age, 28.8 years. They had to indicate erogenous zones of the body divided by touch and look, and where they look and touch, and where they want to be looked and touched at. In principle, it resembles the definition of what we call sexual preference. What we want to do to others and what we want others to do to us. There is so much in this study I could talk for hours, but let's narrow it down to where women look. What parts of the male body do they find attractive? Does it match with what men think? I can tell you it matches, but not how you think. It matches how you don't think. I'll explain it in a minute. And you will never look at a barbell the same way, promise. But before we get to the results, here's another one. What do you think? What do men find erotic? Where do they want to be checked visually? Okay, that's too easy and boring. The penis. Who could have guessed? And who would have guessed that I want you to check the box for the notification bell and touch the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Still boring, but vital to show your appreciation. So get it over with. It doesn't cost you any money. Oh yes, some of you comment that you don't have any likes left. In this case, become a member of UroChannel. That's even better. Thank you. And thanks a million to all members. So, do women have a private eye? No, women don't care about your private parts. They don't admire them. Touching doesn't do much for them. They just don't care as much as you desperately want them to. I can't show you the original images from the publication due to copyright laws, but you can look them up yourselves. I'll link you the article in the description. In principle, it looks something like this. In the graphic heat map of the body, male genitals are blue and cold as ice in the eyes of women. Shoulders, upper back, and pecs. That's where the money is. And men? They are not consciously aware of it. Men don't imagine that women look at them with sexual desire too, because they don't stare. They look at you, but you don't notice. And that's why you still think they don't want you, because you were never taught to feel their silence. But here comes the fun part. Which muscles do men focus on when they are at the gym? Pecs, shoulders, and upper back. Coincidence? Hardly. Men think they do it for health and being more masculine, but subconsciously, they do it because deep down, they know that they increase their chances. So this is why some men in the gym have shoulders like the Hulk and legs like they spend all day in a wheelchair. I think it is called optimization to the max. Okay, and here's the good news for all men where God's apprentice did the face sculpturing. Receding chin, puffy cheeks, in other words, baby face. It doesn't matter at all. But hair might. The article is not precise here. Women like to look at your scalp, but the article doesn't state anything about hair. However, Vin Diesel, he's all pecs and shoulders. The head? Not a burner, genetically, but he's proof that the results from this research hold true. In principle, it is very easy. Make Vin Diesel your blueprint and train your upper body. I'm a fan of symmetry, so please train your whole body nevertheless. But penis enlargement probably doesn't do the trick, and 10% more down there will be less visible than 10% more shoulders. Besides, hypothetically, penis size might actually be a psycho move by the female side. Knowing that it's the most vulnerable part of a man, this knowledge can be turned against him. Body shape is key. I did a video about it a few years back. When male menopause sets in, most men lose muscle in those crucial places: shoulders, pecs, upper back. They start to appear less masculine. Shrinking shoulders and growing belly, that makes them look old and less attractive to the opposite sex, obviously. So if you want to keep your options, enlarge your pecs. But be careful. Start slow and adapt weight according to your body composition to avoid injury. In my gym, I see a lot of young guys that look like they couldn't pick up a pen, but who do 200 pounds in bench press. To women, that doesn't look impressive. It looks ridiculous and desperate. Building muscle is a marathon, and the internet is a swamp. With a barbell on your shoulders, you'll sink faster. Let me guide you. I've been there. I know the way.